All right, welcome aboard, guys. So, oops. He must have a thing in there or something. I don't know. A timer. After sitting here for a few seconds, he decided I wasn't sitting there. All right, so I'm going to go to Home Depot. They have these little mister things. And so for the jujube, one of the recommendations was you mist the plant. Oh, how interesting. Right, instead of like you use a growth hormone, stick the cutting into the dirt, but then you don't water because that disturbs it, so you just mist it. Okay. So jujubes are very sensitive to growing from cuttings. I'm kind of like, okay. So anyway, I saw that Lowe's had one, so let's try Home Depot just to see.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
I mean, it's not the season for doing that. It's, I don't
now
know.
turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Maybe I should set it up inside. But whatever. If I could grow a jujube from a cutting, that'd be nice. Yes, I was rolling before that truck came by. Which for human driver Ray is bothersome when people roll. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna go there and then I'm gonna see Big Turkey. I was asked if I had another bike, and as it turns out, yes, I do have another bike. So let's see if she's having a hard time getting comfortable. She's going from a little kid's bike to a more regular bike, and she's having a problem adjusting. Okay, we'll work on it. In the meantime, yes, I had a video about stopping for a school bus stop. Wow. So anyway, I finally just said it's for children only, which cuts off the comments. I mean, the last guy to comment was, "Oh, I don't trust FSD." Okay, and why are you watching a video about FSD? He's probably looking for the video where it says, "Oh, see, it failed." No, it didn't fail. Then again, if you live in Ohio and your kid rides a school bus, I mean, you might want to check on where they drop the kid, make sure it's safe. Because the guy from Ohio, really? We're talking about students. We're talking about kids. Well, I think going back and reading the context, he may have been referring to something else that somebody said. But anyway, so I changed it to for children only, because this whole discussion about, well, that's not the law here or something, or that's not the rules. And you're like, okay, according to Texas Transportation Code, whatever it was, here's what the law says. And I go, did you check the state regs? And like, yeah, here's the state regs. I'm sorry, I live in Texas. The video was done in Texas. I don't know why you would think it'd be anything different than that. But I guess people are so used to people faking videos. On the other hand, for those of you who wonder about the long format videos, the reason to have the camera running the whole time is you never know when something will happen. I certainly wasn't expecting to come across a school bus stop there. And when pushed, and like, okay, yes, I used to teach school bus safety. That was one of my jobs when I worked school bus. So yeah, I kind of know a little bit about it, because we had a guy back in corporate, and his job was to coordinate safety. So when a school district like La Vista hires our company, or what company I worked for, we have to be able to say, yeah, we're doing the right thing, or yes, sir, here's how it works. So we're the experts on the subject for the school district. Well, the school district's supposed to have somebody on their side who's supposed to know what's going on too. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm not just making it all up, guys. I don't know why you think I am, but I'm not. Somebody dropped a fender liner. Okay. And for those of you wondering, yes, I finally did pump up my tires. Where is it? Service.
1,000 feet. Turn left onto Lomansford
Yes.
Road.
Okay. 44, 44, 43, 43, 44. Okay, as the tires warm up, they get more pressure in them, but. So I pumped them up to 42 cold. So
Now turn left onto
I guess I need to
Lomansford Road.
do a quick review on that stupid thing, don't I? What does it say, Trump? Okay. Yeah, most Trump people usually blasting out Trump. I mean, it just caught me by surprise that he has this little thing on the back of his tailgate. I mean, Silverado is a lot bigger font than the Trump. But whatever, peace and harmony. Oh, I didn't check that. You're right. Autopilot, is that where it is? 99%, 453.4 FSD miles out of 457.5 miles driven totally since 14.2 has been installed. Okay. All right, anything else to say? I didn't check. Yeah, doofus, you're supposed to check on that. Sorry, I was so busy talking, I wasn't paying attention to looking at the school zone. Because what I think I've seen is it'll switch to 35 when we enter the school zone, or close to it. I mean, just after. So either it'll show 35 or it'll show 50. So 50 is what the speed limit used to be in that part of the road. It's now 45. The school zone used to be 35, now it's 30. So since there's no sign saying that, that means it came from map data. That's why I'm talking about it that way. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. And yes, I did take a few moments to rinse off the windshield above the cameras. But I did notice with the morning sun reflecting off the glass, you could see just a little bit of that off-gassing stuff that people talk about. But it doesn't seem to be bothering 14.2.1. Whereas 14.2, like, oh, there's sun there. I agree. That's why I use my shade to cover up from the sun a little bit. Okay, anyway, peace and harmony. Oh, Oh, I should say this. So I didn't even have an intent of doing this, but that video about the school bus stop stirred up so much interest. I'm now up to 299 subscribers. Wow. Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming along for the ride. All right, let's get going. Okay, welcome back, long format. I don't know. I feel like this must be the future Dairy Queen. Yeah, I already said that, right? But so my daughter sent me a news clip that basically said that Dairy Queen was opening a spot in Lago Vista. And in some ways that sounds cool.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
For me, and maybe it's not fair to Dairy Queen, I don't know. But to me, Dairy Queen just seems so expensive nowadays. I get you gotta pay for your labor.
Now turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
Wow. I mean, an ice cream cone used to be like 39 cents. I forgot what it was the guy told me, but oh no, that's okay. I don't need the ice cream cone. Yeah, we might need to go left. Come on. Are you worried about the car behind us? It doesn't matter. They have to go slow too. Are you worried about Jeep in front of us because they don't seem to be quite sure? Just get behind them. Come on, man. Oh, what are they doing over here? Are they going to put the asphalt back in? Because somebody put a bunch of rocks there blocking it off so they don't use it. Oh, that's an RV. A tour bus, whatever it is. I couldn't imagine wanting to drive that when I was young. Now that I'm much older, I can't imagine wanting to drive it still. But then again, when I go on trips, I go by myself most of the time. I'm the only one that likes driving that much. Everybody's like, oh, we're gonna fly. Okay, see you later. Yes, I'm kind of waiting for out-of-spec motoring. They were supposedly going to do the Eastern Edge, or this is what they started calling it. So they had a preview of getting the cars up to Port Kent, Maine, which was interesting in itself. Why are you doing this in the winter? You know? Anyway, it was their transport. They ran into snow. They were in the cars and they're going like, "Wow, look, there's snow on the ground." Okay, human driver, right turn signal. Let's put the car over in the outside lane. Let this VW go by. FSD used to handle that part of it just fine. I mean, he still does to some extent, but he wasn't getting out of the way of this Jetta. And the Jetta's obviously like, well, I really wanted to go faster. Okay, I kind of figured you would. Most people are like, oh, the construction zone's over. Yeah, kind of, but the speed limit didn't go back to 55, it stayed at 45. Which is what Tesla's telling you here. Of course, they don't have that facility in their car, do they? No, I'm not to be fair to you guys, I will not claim that that number is always accurate. There are some faults in the Tesla system when it comes to tracking speed zones. It's better, yes, but it's not perfect. Whoa. Come on, man. They must have a sign out there at that water plant project, right? Oh, come on, Tacoma. I thought you were going fast, man. Yeah, but I went by your Tesla and realized that I'd be speeding. Whoa. Dude. It's a Tacoma. Where you went. And there's the cop waiting for you to come by. Of course, he's not looking at how you're wandering around the lane. Oh, the Ford's getting over. What? He scared me. You were doing 45, right? Maybe he's going by the Jeep. I don't know. To me, it's kind of funny. Okay, so the Lowe's and Leander said they do have the spray bottle, so that I don't have to go to Home Depot, but I would just like to see if they do have something that'd be helpful. Okay, we're at 50. Mr. Ford's like, oh wait, why? And somebody's possum or whatever it is didn't make it back home. Okay, he's not a pet, right? He's a wild animal. Oh, I got to brake. I got to brake hard. Oh, yeah, go around him. Go around him. Don't look at that Ford way back there. That's a Ford. Yeah, that's a Ford. Yes. I don't know. You gotta. Well, he's pretty far back still. It's hard to tell what these people are doing. Looks like the outside lane's going faster. There you go. Yeah. Well, there's a jet again. And we're way under the speed limit. Okay, maybe not way under, but we're under. Yeah, we can go by him. Yeah, it's gonna be red. It is a red light. What's the temperature, by the way? It's 64. Oh, I didn't bring any swim outfit. Uh-oh. Nathan Blair. Maybe I didn't hear his name well. Why are you guys on this road today? Nope, Malibu's speeding up now. He just realized Tesla passed him. Who knows, man? It just seems like it sometimes, right? Just like back when I drove a Porsche, right? I mean, I didn't daily drive it. It was fun to drive car. But I'd be going the speed limit and people would be going flying. Well, they wouldn't be flying, but they'd be going by me fast, but then slow down once they passed me. And you always picture like, oh, they're telling their friend, oh, I passed a Porsche today. Really? I mean, if we were on a track, you wouldn't have had any chance. And I'm not even a track guy. Oh, I got lightning behind me. You know, it's one of those things like, why? Why do you do that stuff? Oh, Millie, I have done it once. On my bicycle, I passed a Porsche. But they were stuck in traffic. It was during the MS-150. So we had a lane that was reserved for bicyclists, which wasn't all that great for the people on the highway. $47 acres.
Turn right onto Andersonville Road.
All right, yes, ma'am. So what's the magic price today? $224.9. Wow. That's pretty incredible. Like I said, maybe it's because of switching over to winter mix. I don't know. I've heard that before, but it's not like, I don't know. The impression I'm having at the moment is it's not going to be that cold of winter. Here anyway. And let's face it, getting to freezing is sometimes.
Now turn right onto Andersonville Road.
Most of our winter will be above freezing, with lows in like the 50s, I think, for average, which is still cold, but not freezing. Whatever, we'll see, right? And no, I'm not telling you that so that you're like, oh, I need to switch to an EV. No. You should make the choice of whether or not you have an EV. For those of you who say, oh, no, I could never drive an EV. Okay. It's not the time to argue that point strenuously. But by the time we get to the point where I would argue it, your pocketbooks are going to drive you to make that choice. Besides, if you listen to Mr. Musk, the future is going to be different than that anyway. Oh, that's not lightning, that's regular Ford. That's right. Where did I see that? He was in Trump's office, maybe? So Jim Farley from Ford. He's supposedly saying, I don't know if he really was, but he was supposedly saying, yeah, the government forced us to sell EVs, and people don't want to buy EVs. Well, maybe they don't want to buy your EVs. Although the guys who drive electric pickups, they like the Lightning. They like the fact it's like a regular truck, but it's EV. Because you get all the benefits of customization that was done for the F-150, the gas powered ones. Okay, I mean, I don't know, but I get it. I mean, Ford's had so many problems with delivering, and the Mach-E, I mean, so much wire, right? That adds to the cost. Whatever. Would I drive a Lightning? I don't know. I mean, it seems more reasonably set up than a Chevy EV. But I think Chevy EV has more comfort and has a bigger battery. Problem with the bigger battery is, I mean, it's like, putting in gas terms, it's like if you could be just fine with a 350, but you get a 454 anyway, just for that one time every 5 years you need the power. Right? Does he have air conditioning on? I mean, actually, if you think about it, our family had a station wagon, and it had a 455 4-barrel. In hot rodding terms, that sounds like a lot of power. Well, there were potential for a lot of power. And all we're pulling is a little camping trailer. I'm not quite sure why we needed that much. Right? The first car I looked at and bought for myself was a Pontiac Firebird. It had 352 barrel. Now, part of that was my brother had one too, and so I kind of knew what it was. It was plenty of power, plenty fast. I wasn't a drag strip guy. Or I'm not a drag strip guy. Of course, if I really needed a pickup, my father had a pickup, so I could borrow his. Right, so that was not an issue from my perspective. It's up to 68. But anyway, I don't even know what kind of gas mileage I got. I just know how far I could go. Right, I could go about 300 miles. Something like that. Maybe 290, I don't remember exactly. Never tracked it. It's just the way it was. And in this case, the reason for not going for a 454 4-barrel, insurance cost. Because getting that big engine indicates you're less safe. Oh, I didn't even think about the insurance cost. I just said the 352 barrel was enough. Yeah, so I had a Chevy Nova, had a 307 in it. I'm guessing that was a 2-barrel. I never even really, I don't remember checking that. the price was pretty good. That car ended up going to my brother, my youngest brother. And when I look back at it, I wish I'd kept that car actually. Although it didn't have air conditioning. But the Nova was a form factor I really liked. My favorite hot rod car when I was growing up was a Chevy Nova that had a customized back end. So they hid these big slicks all within the framework, the bodywork of the car. So you'd come up to that car, go like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you." And then the guy drops his dropout, engages, and he goes another zip code while you're still there. But most drag racing isn't actually like that. It's hundredths of a second's difference. Whatever. Yeah, you're right. I didn't do drag racing.
To Market Road, 620 Road.
I only read about it in magazines. As a kid, I've been to Sebring twice, I think it is. So long endurance racing. Whatever. There was a part of me that would like to go back to Sebring just to watch it, but I don't think I want to sit there for 24 hours watching it. It's just so long. Yeah, it looks like the Nissan's in the other lane. Okay, here. Human driver foot accelerator. Let me help you out. I don't know why you're looking at the Nissan going like, but it's a Nissan, no! Get over it, just go. Yeah, maybe I need to do that. All right, so I've been thinking, so for those of you who know what Buc-ee's is, the original Buc-ee's is in Lake Jackson, Texas, which is south of Houston, basically. I'm thinking about taking a drive out there just to go. Just to have fun saying, yeah, I've been here. So what started me on that was somebody was doing some documentary or something. I don't know what it was exactly. Or maybe they're introducing people who support charity and stuff. I'm not sure exactly, but so they showed one of the, I guess it's the co-founder of Buc-ee's, and said something about him being a class of such and such Texas A&M or an Aggie. Like, what? Aggie? But I'm like, wait, what? So I went and looked it up. I always thought Lake Jackson was Louisiana. Well, no, it's not that. It's Lake Jackson, Texas. I never clicked it, but that's the first Buc-ee's. So that Buc-ee's is more like a regular gas station, right? That's how this Buc-ee started. And I always thought Luling had the first Buc-ee's, but no, they didn't. What? You know what Buc-ee's is like it has all these gas pumps for all you guys who use gas. Some actually have multiple brands of EV chargers. I'm still kind of like, well, why do you have multiples? But you know, when you have space, let the various companies gamble with you. Right? If it doesn't work out, it's not your fault. It's just the way it goes. So anyway, they also have a big convenience store with all this stuff. Yeah, just get on YouTube and search for Buc-ee's. Buccees. If you don't know what it is. I mean, it's so bizarrely bizarre. And of course, in some states or locations, whatever, they're allowed to have wine. We can't do that in Texas, I don't think. At least I don't think I've ever seen it in Texas. But in some states, you walk in. It's like I was in Oklahoma, I think it was. And we walked in, and there's this shelf with hard liquor on it. Like, what? You sell that here? Of course. Where else are they going to buy it? Oh, okay. I don't know. It just struck me as so bizarre. But anyway, if you have a Buc-ee's that's anywhere near close to you, you kind of owe it to yourself to take a one-time exposure to it. I mean, some people compare it to like a Wawa, but on steroids, right? A Wawa is just a convenience store with a small kitchen in it.
Now turn right. In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Okay. See if you can find it. You sure you want to go here? I think there's more cars here.
Now your destination is on the left.
You picked your spot, okay. Whoa, okay. He had to shift out a little bit, so he was jerking a little bit. That's fine. All right. Trips. 24.3 miles, 37 minutes, 190.5 watt hours per mile. Wow. Okay, FSD wise, coming out of the construction zone, human driver right turn signal, push them into the outside lane to let vehicles go by. I don't think I did anything else. Let's do this, autopilot. So why do we have 474 miles with 478? It's exactly 4 miles. So we have 4 miles manually driven since the installation of 14.2. All right. Wow, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get going. Zoom. So no, they didn't really have, or I didn't see it, a spray bottle. That sprinkler containers, or whatever you call those, where you put water in and you sprinkle the plants. I already have one of those. Take a chance.
Now turn right onto North Farm to Market 620 Road.
What temperature is it? 67. I think we can just go. Okay, human driver, right foot on accelerator. Fair amount, actually. Or for a while, just to get him to go. Because he's looking at this line of cars, like, well, they look dangerous. Okay, yeah. I mean, one of them's a BMW. Let's tell you right away how safe it is. I'm not saying it's like, but as a human driver, I wouldn't even thought of it as second. All right, let's go. You Bevo T, okay. Curious. It's a real Hummer. Although, come think of it, what was the point of that? So I just interrupted, going, okay, short. Wait, I never went to long format, so I don't know. Oh, look at this monster! Oh yeah, look, we can go fast. Please do go by. Look, they're Aggies. So they sped by and then they had to slow down. Right? What's the point? Oh, well, yeah, it's not going to matter, is it? So the trip so far is 27.1 miles. Used 5 kilowatt hours. What? 183.6 watt hours per mile. Yeah, so I'm doing better than 5 miles per kilowatt hour. I don't take your home rate divided by 5. That's how much I'm paying per mile. Take how much you're paying for gas divided by your miles per gallon, and that's how much you're paying per mile. And if you're being honest, yeah, you're going to be freaking out. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. All right, welcome back, guys. Onward to home, man. Okay, I see it looks gray. And then we're going to split, and it's open. Nice.
In 500 feet, turn left onto University Club Drive. Now turn left onto University Club Drive.
Oh. Well, if you wait long enough. Yeah, you might as well wait now. Because you took so long to think about starting. Okay.
In 500 feet, turn right onto North Quinlan Park Road. Now turn right onto North Quinlan Park Road.
What's that? Ionic 9, right? Oh, it's Santa Fe. Do they look similar? Okay. Oh.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Ranch Road 620 North. Now turn right onto Ranch Road 620 North.
Oh, yes. Okay, welcome back, long format. So while we're at the park, Natalie ran into one of her friends, or one of the guys that used to live in the neighborhood, I guess. I guess maybe he moved. Anyway, she's bragging about how my car has a rear screen. Of course, her friend's like, well, yeah, I have it in my Tesla too. Okay. I don't know. Just kind of funny. That's one of the things she's bragging about or making a big deal about. 12-1, lane closure start. Are they doing lane closures up here? I don't know. Oops, look out for the Hyundai. I'm sorry, Audi. I need to squeeze over. Look at you. Ah, crash. So today we got Big Turkey back on her bike, on her bigger bike, which turns out it only has 16-inch wheels. I don't know. I thought it was bigger than that, but no, it's only 16-inch wheels. I don't know. When I was a kid, 20-inch wheels were the smallest you get for a regular bike, as I remember it. Maybe there was options and I just didn't know about it, but I mean, it's just funny, like, there's 16, 17, 18, 12-inch for really smaller kids. All those options, like, wow. But anyway, got her up on her bike. She was doing pretty good most of the time. I mean, yeah, did she occasionally have stumbles? Yes. Did she occasionally not be able to make a turn? Yes. But she was able to figure out that she was having a problem and did something about it. That's good. Right? I mean, part of knowing everything's going to be okay is if you have an idea of how to handle it when it doesn't go quite right, then that's good. What? Oh, I didn't bring a laptop with me. Uh-oh. Guess I need a place where I can just check it and see what happens. What? Yes, MacBook. Whoa. Hey, what's going on? Just because you don't like that Corolla? I don't know. So there's a Corolla back there a little ways in the inside lane. I guess for the first time he looked like, oh, maybe they're coming up. It is going just slightly slow, faster than us. But it's not that close. It's a raptor. I don't know. Well, we're talking about math homework. And I was talking to her about how the patterns work, and so they give maybe 3 numbers, 3 out of 5, right? And you're supposed to guess the 2 in between. I shouldn't say guess, because some of you all will do just that, guess. Anyway, so I was showing her, like, well, if you take this and this, subtract the small one from the big one, that's how big a range it is. Then you split that in half. But as soon as I said split in half, I mean, she hasn't studied division yet. Although she kind of has an idea of splitting in half means. And then I saw her get out her pencil. Well, first she got out a bunch of pencils and was using the bunch of pencils as her counter. But when she kind of was still guessing at what the number should be, then I think she realized that she could make dots on paper and count them. What's funny is when she was counting them, she went to 25 and then started over again. The range is 50. And so she came back. At first she said some other number. I said, "You sure?" And she thought about it a second. I'm like, 25. Okay. Now how'd you get that? Well, I did this counting thing. Okay. You know, having to manually count is going to slow you down when you're taking tests. But she's only in first grade. And she has to start somewhere. So hopefully that gave her enough tools to at least do a little better. When you challenge her, she knows what she's doing, or with a little help, she'll figure it out. But when she's working on her own, she messes up somehow. Then again, if you look at it from a traditional viewpoint, and don't get mad at me, I'm not trying to cast any shade on any woman, but I think from a traditional viewpoint, people think of in terms of girls are better at English, language arts, and boys are better at math and science. Right? I mean, I don't think that's the way it should be, don't get me wrong, but it's the way some people are. So I think in the case of Big Turkey, it's a question of trying to push her, getting her used to finding the patterns so that she can do the work. Because I want her to be able to do the work. I'm not sure she's going to really need it, but go ahead, go. If you get too close to the car in front of you, you can't go. He's signaling he's going to go left, and he needs to.
Now turn left onto Andersonville Road.
But he's waiting for this opening in the line. I don't know, did they dumb it down a little bit? I don't know. Anyway. I mean, definitely her language ability has picked up a lot. And I think it's just working. Practice. Some of these people sure look scary. He ran a red light. Yes, you're right. I wasn't in position to see what color his light was, but he's going through. My light's green. His light couldn't have been even yellow. Whatever, peace and harmony. Lone Star Table Tennis Academy? Oh, what was the temperature for tomorrow? I mean the low tomorrow morning. Is that tomorrow or Tuesday? That's actually probably both mornings. Yeehaw. Lakeline Park. So, no, wait, what? Well, it's not a plat, it's a Model 3 Performance, isn't it? Is that what that is? Because it's not a Model S. Okay, what does it say here? Driveway, okay. So I don't know if I mentioned, but I came across a video from somebody I didn't know who it is. But it's basically saying how to set it up so that you'll park in the garage. And one of the key indicators was you had to have the garage door open. You know, it'd be nice if you didn't have to open the door. Because I have HomeLink, right? It'd be nice if you could, if Tess could tell, hey, HomeLink, go ahead and open the door for me. Then once you pull in, go ahead and close the door. Yes, I completely get why people wouldn't have it. It's pretty expensive, actually, compared to just clipping a remote here on your screen or visor. HomeLink's actually pretty nice. It's just that it costs money. Okay.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto West Whitestone Boulevard. Now turn left onto West Whitestone Boulevard.
Light's yellow. Ah, too much sun. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at the QT price. I can't believe it's constantly going down. Seems unusual. And it is. $223.9 for regular unleaded. Wow. That's pretty incredible. Oh, camera visibility is limited. He's struggling with the sun, I guess. Well, he's not washing the windshield. I don't know. Well, that mirror looks useless. He's going around down the road saying, "Hey, look, I got a mirror." No, that doesn't work. But Texas did get rid of the safety inspection. Because that wouldn't pass safety inspection. Would it? So we're coming up to pass this Tahoe, but he sped up, so we pulled in behind him. FSD pulled in behind him. Let this Ram go by. Key EV6. I don't know what you expect. He's driving a Tahoe. If he can't afford to fix his mirror, probably can't afford gas. You gonna go? Well, this time he's more serious about it. Yeah, Mr. Tahoe's going, "Oh no, I can't be passed by a Tesla." Go ahead. Chew up more gas. The oil to make your gas probably didn't come from the United States of America. I did feel that. So we went from a 55 zone to a 50, and FSD slowed down right away, or reduced the speed based on the speed zone. And Mr. Tahoe's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. That's okay. Go get him. Go get him. Keep going. It's okay. Jonestown has somebody out patrolling this morning." I'll tell you, it makes absolutely no sense to speed up to just kind of slow down. And now we're in a 45 zone, he's coming up past again. I don't know. I wish I knew how to figure out where the different companies are buying their oil from. For Valero, it was just there in the San Antonio. I forgot what San Antonio called their paper. Anyway, somebody was doing an investigative report and said that they bought their oil from a country that most people wouldn't expect to be buying oil from. That sure surprised me. Okay, nobody's coming up behind us. Sun's behind the mountain right now. Ah.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Oh. Where are we at? 63%? Really? Why are you switching this lane? Yeah, now we're going back. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Now turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Are you looking at this up here? Okay, that is there. Yeah, that BMW wasn't sure you wanted to stop completely. Can't believe that tractor's still there. Wait, aren't we in a 45? Yeah, we passed Phoenix. I guess he didn't read the 45 sign. Oops. Speaking of not having the ability to control, when FSD Tesla doesn't know how to read a speed limit sign, or like on Parma Lane where There's not a sign right there to tell you. Oh. It's Lago Vista. Oh. Oh, so Big Turkey surprised me today. It turns out she's wearing a sweatshirt, a hoodie.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
And she's mentioned the girl who gave it to her. I'm like, what? So it turns out that her paternal grandparents live out here in Lago Vista.
Now turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
And so there's this girl who's 2 years older than her. And I guess they were playing, right? I guess. Anyway, it just surprised me. And then she said about the girl's brother was there too. Okay. See, a while back, she said, "Oh, I want to go to school in Lago Vista." And my first reaction to that is like, you do know that you'll have to work harder. I have higher expectations. Not really, right? I mean, but if you want to come live with me, you're going to have to do well at school. Oh, so she was talking about India. So her other grandparents are they're from Indiana. So University of Indiana, or whatever they say it.
In 1,000 feet, bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Anyway, she's going, Indiana. And so I told her other grandmother that she told me she didn't like football.
Now bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
And then they both agreed, well, kind of. And I get it. I mean, if you don't exactly know how the game's being played, you may not have as much involvement. Anyway, as we were talking about, I said, oh, by the way, Vandergrift, which is her future high school, at least as it stands now, their cheerleaders were wearing silver with black trim. Oh, that's my favorite. Okay. Don't run off the road, huh? So whatever. Just have to keep working on it little by little, I guess. Of course, I followed that up with, because, yes, I want to do that. I'm like, you have to do well in school. Right. That's what some people say is you're more likely to study harder if you're involved in extracurriculars, because you want to stay involved. So you have to do better. And definitely she has some interest. It's a question of where to channel the energy, right? Because she likes singing too, so they have choir. I personally like to see her do band, but I mean, if she's not going to do band, that's okay. I can live with that. But it's not really me. It's really up to her. I'm more interested in making sure she has the opportunities if she wants to go that way, or go whichever way she wants to go. Sometimes that's the hardest thing, is to be positioned, be prepared for the opportunities when they come. Right, cheerleading's a very competitive sport, so to speak. Whoa, okay. And you weren't bothered by that, okay. That buck was actually facing towards us, just as his head was down getting grass. I don't know. All right, welcome back, guys.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto American Drive.
Yes, it's a nice sunset. It's just that the sun's at the right angle, or the right spot. Be kind of blinding. Today he's going to American. What's the difference? I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever, peace and army.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue. Now turn left.
Oops, there's sunset.
Avenue.
Well, back to janky left. Oh. Get the remote out in your hand. I don't know, it felt like I had to be close for the remote to work on this one.
Now your destination is on the left.
Okay, garage door's opening. Any chance? Nope. Absolutely didn't do it. Okay. trips. 28.3 miles, 49 minutes. 181.3 watt hours per mile. Nice. Okay, total trip today is 64 miles. Yeah. 11.7 kilowatt hours used. Average energy is 183.1 watt hours per mile. 183? Wow. That's I don't know. 5 by 183. 5.4 miles per kilowatt hour. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. And how do you do FSD wise? That's what we really want to know. Yeah. All right. Is that it? So when we first started out, when we came to the end of the construction zone, I used the right turn signal to push them over. I don't think I had any other issues after that. But I don't know. I'll probably do the long format. The long format's around an hour and a half, something like that. Coming back. You know, there was a little thing turned on Anderson Mill where he wanted to wait for the opening in the line to open up so he can move over instead of just moving over and going. But whatever, I mean, that seems to be, it comes and goes. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. Yeah, that sounds about right. There was a spot where on 1431, there's a spot where we're following a slow vehicle, and so FSD has this thing now where he'll turn on his turn signal saying, I'm going to go, and then he chickens out. I don't know. I mean, it's just the way it is. What do you say? And somewhere in there, where's service? Is it in here? That's camera preview. Camera visibility. No visibility issues detected. He popped up a message saying he had a visibility problem. Now he's saying he doesn't have any image. I don't know. Weird. You know, what can I say? It's just weird. So there's that. I mean, it's not a big deal, so to speak. But anyway, it's just a bit disturbing that sometimes the camera things show up. Like he showed a message down here saying that, I had some visibility problems. Now I'm home and like, he can't find them. I don't know. Okay, whatever. But you know, if my biggest complaint is something like he didn't want to get over because he wanted to make sure he's being safe, I'm complaining about that. I mean, it's like he's still learning, right? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, so what is that? Where does that leave me? It leaves me, what is not perfect, okay? But it kind of leaves me with, if we call it an A-, that seems reasonable. How's that sound to you guys? Well, I don't like the, yeah, too bad. That's where we are. It's an A- for today. Are there things I wish he could do better? Yes. On the other hand, the whole visibility thing, he's handling it in a much more useful way. Let's put it that way. Okay? So there you go. A minus. Oh, I did show that for those of you who asked. So total miles is since 14.2, 517.8. Total miles on FSD, 513.8. Is that 0.8? 0.8, yeah. Yes, so that's 4 miles. Okay, we're still at 99%, obviously. So that part's pretty awesome too. Oh, I didn't mention it. Oh, okay. So as we're driving to the park, there was a spot where FSD did a little shuffle. I mean, it didn't go out of lane. It just kind of like, I think it lost track of where the lines were. And I'm not quite sure why. I mean, I think they shifted. And for human drivers, they expect it to continue, and they find the lines no problem. For FSD, he didn't find the lines where he expected it to, and he wasn't particularly happy about it. But we survived. Okay, anyway, A minus for today.